very safe AD carry, and also in the mid lane.
Ayan, so we are seeing, of course,
Wow,
classic.
Lucian.
We have a Trundle and also Lucian. Trundle, hindi pa ganun ka-punishing yung update sa kanya.
He's
Obviously,
being nerfed again next patch sa 6.2. We're currently in 6.1 since wala pa yung Jin patch. So we're still waiting for that one. But as of now, that's Trundle and Lucian being locked in. So Lucian being put onto Raze, which is interesting because the last... he was used last time by Raze in the previous game against Naga. So he did pretty well then. Raze actually also has the second highest damage per minute so far, dealing 643 damage per minute so far, top 2. So he's been doing really well despite being new to the PGS.
Yes.
Galing yan LCL, guys, for those who don't know. LCL to PGS.
Lalo
Yeah.
legit, kita-kits tayo bukas yan.
Bukas.
Kasama si Kate. Nako.
Yeah, so it's actually very interesting to see mga collegiate level players started reaching the PGS. The Trundle, obviously another flex pick at top or support.
Wow, Infuse Esports taking their good time on making that pick nice. We're going to see a Sejuani now and a Sona.
Yes.
Really powerful front engage, no?
Yeah, so Sona
chops na
is
to.
a comfortable pick on a kill. Yung Infuse ginamit nila in their previous 2 games against AEX, and they were able to go 1-1. So this is a pretty comfortable pick for the side of Infuse. Yung maganda dito, sobrang safe niya.
Yeah.
Kasi you have nice poke from Ezreal and Sona, tapos may sustain ka with the
Tsaka
heal of Sona.
napaka-flash tignan ng ano na to.
DJ
ng mga ults
Sona.
na to.
DJ Sona, Pulse Fire
Crucial
is...
barrage.
Oo.
Diba? Ay, hindi may Sejuani na. Listen,
Yeah.
top lane, udir tayo dito. Okay, para ma-secure yung 4 na ultimate skins. Pero if you look into the ult, diba? Like, you could True Shot Barrage, you could have the Crescendo, you could also have that Glacial Prison, diba?
Oo nga, AoE everywhere.
Solid AOEs. You also have to take note. Nakita natin sa update natin. Upcoming this February. Na ako naglalaro lang ng LOL yung girlfriend
yes.
mo. Ano yun? Heartseeker?
So yung Heartseeker...
Heartseeker,
basta
Oriana.
may
Sona.
may dalawang Valentine. Yung Sona tsaka
Sona
Oriana.
tsaka Oriana.
And Oriana.
Yeah.
Ay, joke.
Marami na namang girlfriend summoners. Ako mag-request. Hindi, joke lang. Malay nyo yung lalaki yung mag-request.
Oo nga, ako. Heartseeker Oriana.
Bigyan mo ako ng Heartseekers, Oriana, tsaka Sona. Kahit di ka naglalaro ng LOL.
Diba? Pero Nautilus and Graves being locked in. Shadow is very comfortable on Nautilus, so that's not a surprise, locked in. Graves is obviously very strong at either top or jungle, but most likely jungle to. And then that's gonna be Oriana on Hechizo and a top lane Olaf for
Yes.
Gertrude. That's very interesting. I
Yeah.
don't think Gertrude has played Olaf yet in top lane.
Well,
And plus the fact na hindi na rin siya masyadong ginagamit sa top.
I would
So
love the
this is an interesting
diversity.
pick.
I would love the diversity sa mga picks na to. You have to take note, kahit hindi ganun ka-popular yung Lux pick sa competitive play, malakas si Lux ngayon.
Yeah. Plus, this will be very useful sa carries ng IPT. He'll be able to see Gertrude with the dodging CC from the slow from the pillar, at least. Although, syempre, hindi niya malalagpasan yung pillar. But he's able to dodge the snare, the pillar, and the CC from Nautilus.
Yeah.
So he can dive straight up against Graves, Lux, and Lucian, which will be very, very useful. Ang lakas ng team fight, sobra ng Infused. They have the Shockwave, they have the ults from Sejuani, Ezreal, and Sona. So, 5v5 ang hanap dito ng Infused.
Infuse is a team fight team. Doon talaga din sila nag-excel.
Yeah.
Diba? Playing together.
At alam naman natin kung gaano kalakas ngayon si Ezreal in the current patch. Very, very strong for mid to late game with the blue build, Ezreal. And JRM obviously being the carry of this team, hopefully he's able to scale. On the side of IPT, Blue, they're known for very strong early game.
Yeah.
Yung early game rotations nila,
I'm really
lane
excited
swaps,
nga for
and objective trading.
Jungle Griefs ni Rebecca diba?
Yeah, kasi Rebecca is one of the junglers that's been trying out the AD carry junglers. He was the first one to use Kindred. I'm not sure if he was the first, pero most successful Kindred in the PGS. Surprisingly, he didn't take it here, but Graves is a very strong jungler still in the current patch.
Actually, Kindred, isang region lang yung parang nagiging priority pick siya, which is in Korea.
Yeah. Pero recently, actually this whole week in LPL, LCK, and EU LCS, hindi siya kinuha.
So baka nag-fall off na.
Yeah, with Graves. Why not take Graves, diba? So a lot of burst damage. Looking at the...
kasi kay Graves nga naman.
Yeah. He's obviously stronger in the early game. And plus, games don't really reach late game anymore. So it's probably better to take an early game spike na jungler. So looking at the team compositions right now, gaya na sabi ko, Infuse has a very strong AoE composition. They have so much AoE damage. They're really looking to spike mid-game talaga. Yun nga lang, they may fall off late game. But in this game, it doesn't matter. Kasi even yung IPT, mid-game din yung laban nila. They also have a lot of very strong, somewhat strong teamfight potential. It's actually surprising that Nautilus is at top for this game. That's quite interesting. Pero we'll see how Yux does on Nautilus. This is
tagal na rin dito nakakita ng Nautilus. Wala si Nautilus dun sa ano. Wala si Nautilus dun sa kanyang bundle.
And neither is Olaf.
Ayaw niya i-give away. Nakatagong pick. May mind games pala tong IPTB bundle na to. Itong starter pack na to.
Pero looking at their team, no, it's also quite strong yung team fight nila. Although mas malakas yung 5v5 ng Infused in the laning phase, no, in skirmishes, in catching people off guard and making picks, malakas yung IPT. They have nice lockdown CC from both Chok and Yux. Kapag naka-lockdown tong Nautilus and Luxuria, Lux pala. Si Lux tsaka si Nautilus ng isang target, the burst is insane. Kasi you have so many nukes, no? The laser from si Lux plus the ult of Graves. There's a lot of burst potential. So if they can take out Infused one by one, no, there's a lot of potential to snowball from the lanes.
Yun na nga. Sa scaling na naman tayo nagkakatalo dyan. You've heard the analyst, GS Amplifier. Para sa mga viewers natin dyan sa ating YouTube, Twitch, and Zubu chat, what are your insights regarding this game? Palagay nyo, sinong mananalo? What are the key pointers, win conditions, and main reasons kung bakit sa palagay nyo Infuse Esports or Imperium Pro Team Blue ang magwawagi? Favorite color ko yung blue eh. So, IPT Blue kasi mas maraming blue sa kanila.
Alright.
Anyway, ayun guys, tell us your insights. Kasama nyo dyan, of course, si Neme, kasama nyo dyan si Kate. Okay, sama-sama tayo dito sa Pro Gaming Series 2016 Spring Split as we watch the series between Infuse Esports versus Imperium Pro Team Blue. We still have our match and win promo.
Yes, of course, guys. We're gonna give away the IPT Yux bundle, which contains 5 skins. Para sa isang winner lang yan. You'll get Arcade Riven, Project Fiora, Elderwood Hecarim, Lollipoppy, and Snow Danar.
And
of course, this wouldn't be possible without the official shot of the PGS. Thank you very much to Booster C, Booster Focus, Booster Game.
End of the line, yung alam mo yung Cine Graves, yung gumagano siya sa... May bagong update daw ng Booster C yung gamit niya.
Di ba? Yeah, so thank you to Booster C.
Kapag gagawa ka ng chip cosplay, gagayahin mo yung Cine Graves. Tapos ang gamit mo, Booster C. Magpag-giveaway kaya tayong gano'n, no?
Oo nga. Why not?
I-reenact mo yung Cine Graves.
Roleplay. Mali mo sa Rampage, di ba?
Ayan. Booster C cosplay. Booster C team
cosplay. Tapos kami
malaking
bote na gamit natin sa utang mo na.
Tinakas pala dito, no? Kumuha. Sa office yan, ayan. Ito wala bang pangalan to? Hindi pa ba ito napapangalanan?
Wala. Giant Booster C.
Si Baby B na lang. Baby B.
Baby B.
Baby B.
Kasi si Baby B Jr.
Yeah. Or Baby C.
Yeah, mas maganda yan. Makes more sense.
Yan. So, ladies and gentlemen, wag na natin patagalin to. What you are watching is a match between Infuse Esports versus Imperium Pro Team Blue for the 10th week, for the second series of matches here in our Week 10 group stage of the Pro Gaming Series 2016 Spring Split. Ladies and gentlemen, on the blue side, you have Infuse Esports. In the top lane, it will be Infuse Gertrude. On that Olaf jungle, you would have Toinks. On that Sejuani. Mid lane, Hachizo on Oriana, and for the bottom two, it will be JRM on that Ezreal, AD, Harry, and a kill on that rocking DJ Sauna support.
Meanwhile, on the red side, that's going to be Yux in the top lane with Nautilus, Rebenga in the jungle with Graves, Chok in the mid lane with the Lux, and for the bot lane, that's Raze and Shadow with Lucian and Trundle.
Ayan, Infuse Esports, Imperium Pro Team Azul. Sino kaya ang gusto niyong suportahan? Who are you vying for to win this series ngayon? And the last set of match here at the Pro Gaming Series.
Yeah, so let's see the level 1. Everyone just taking defensive, passive stance dito, no? So I think that's called a 5-man stance.
Nobody's even...
Yeah, well, they can invade.
Nobody's even trying to scout out the lane swap, no?
Yeah, actually kasi it's not really necessary. You know? Like I said, very safe bot lane tong Sona tsaka Ezreal.
Yeah.
They just have to farm and wait for their mid-game spike.
Namimili pa yata si Akil ng ipi-playlist niya, no? Sa Sona. Diba? Nako. The DJ Sona skin, the dream.
Yeah, the dream for all Sona mains.
Diba?
But rin naman Valentine's. So.
Parte ng starter pack.
Pero looking at the lanes na, there's a lane swap. So Lucian and Trundle will be taking top lane.
Wow.
Which is interesting. IPT didn't scout it. And then I think that's IPT trying to anticipate yung lane swap, but Infuse doesn't take it.
Yeah.
So, I don't know how this is gonna work out.
Yeah, I mean,
Pero in any case, Nautilus would kind of suffer from the Olaf to Nautilus matchup kasi mas malakas talaga yung early game damage ng Olaf, and Nautilus doesn't trade very well in lane. So, in any case, this would still be okay for Infused, whatever matchup it was.
it'll be very hard, no? I'm assuming na medyo mahirap-hirap to para kay Gertrude kung magiging sobrang
Solution.
aggressive ng nung duo dito, bottom duo
that's
dito,
true.
nasa
That's
top lane ng Imperial Pro Team Blue. But let's see Lucian. Is he pulling off yeah, he's freezing the lane.
Yeah.
So talagang he's planning on giving Gertrude a hard time.
Yep. This will set him back behind in some CS, but it will allow Israel to farm. Yun yung trade-off dito.
Oo.
So you're putting Olaf slightly behind, pero makakascale si Ezreal into mid-game. So it's really a trade-off. But you allow Nautilus to farm as well.
Yeah.
So it's really trade-offs here. No one really has a big loss. Actually, pinaka malulungkot dito, si Gertrude na talaga.
Yeah, they have a clear idea where is Sejuani now taking on that blue buff. 4 members on to the top lane side dito ng Infuse Esports. Itong members ng Imperial Pro Team Blue. Oh my god, here comes the aggression. 2 flashes gets invested in and Yuke's dredge line didn't connect.
Yeah, so Toinks now, without a flash, and Yux tried to flash hook, but it missed.
Yeah, a classic rotation from the body system to a 4-man top lane push out of that lane swap. This is an easy tower advantage now for Imperial Pro Team Blue compared against Infuse
Yeah,
Esports.
parang first game lang second game pala kanina.
Oo nga
between Naga, except now it's IPT pulling it. This will be an easy top turret since hindi mamimirror to ng Infuse. Gertrude is way too far and he'll be forced to just go to the jungle and farm.
So, again, sa mga viewers natin, para maintindihan nyo yung breakdown nitong match na to, a simplified version. Lane swap, okay? Lane swap, tapos body system with the jungler and yung top lane nyo could opt up for a 4-man top lane push. Ayan, yan yung strategy. Yan yung opener nun. Siyempre, nakaka-counter yan kapag mini-mirror. Ayun lang naman. Or kung
yung top laner may kasama support.
Kung may lamang yung pagdating sa composition, may compositional or may champion advantage yung kabilang team, ayun, pwedeng ma-counter to with just like 2 to 3 champions.
Yeah. Let's see what happened sa top lane. Yep, so they took it down and then they'll have the wave bounce back. So for those who do these kind of strategies, if you want to pull it off in-game, yung ginagawa ng iba, instead of pushing this top turret like mindlessly, nakukunin lang, you wait for the wave to bounce back para makapag-freeze ka pa rin towards your side. What you do is, if this is your turret, the minions will push, diba? You wait for them all to die, and then that's when you take the turret. Para the minions of the enemy will go bounce back to your wave, so you can still CS.
In favor para no sa inyo. So, yun. That's a clear win
for
Imperial
IPT.
Pro Team Blue. Ganun na siya simple. Kahit walang masyadong aksyon sa mapang to, a really strategic maneuver puts them in an advantage.
Yeah, kung titignan na yung gold, it's already 500 gold lead. Almost by Imperial Pro Team, and any lead is an advantage at this level of gaming.
Yes, and that is a big question now. Points initiating on that one. What will they get?
Nothing.
As in, like, you could slice a few chunks of health against the bottom duo dito ng Infuse Esports, but that leaves other parts of the map open.
Kasi yung awkward dito, since Gertrude had to go to the jungle, walang choice si Toinks. Kasi wala siya mapafarm na camp because Gertrude takes it. So no other choice. Bush gank na lang siya. Yung problema doon, wala kasing hard CC si Sona at this stage of the game. So they have no choice but to try and get a couple of ganks even if hindi yun yung pinaka-optimal na pwede mong gawin at this stage of the game.
5 minutes, 31 seconds into the game. It's just a steady pace, but it's leaning very clearly onto the side of Imperial Pro Team Blue. Again, sa mga viewers natin, maraming salamat for sticking in anytime soon. This is the game 3. So, the match and win code would pop out.
Yeah. Diba? Don't forget IPT Yuke's bundles of 5 skins for 1 person. Arcade Riven, Project Fiora, Elderwood, Hecarim, Lollipoppy, and Snowday, Nar. May lalabas na code sa mga bagong Pro Gaming Series viewers dyan. All you have to do is go to your LOL client. When you see the code, kapag lumabas yung code na yan, type nyo agad sa code section ng LOL client store. And then type in the entire code plus hulaan nyo din yung missing character.
Buksan nyo na yung LOL client nyo. I-ready nyo na, di ba? Para pwede kayo makipagsabayan sa mga keyboard lords.
Yes, oo. Marami mga naghihintay lang dyan
Oo.
para makakuha ng code. Pero
yung
syempre,
mga matindi, mabilis mag-type.
oo, pero syempre, also support the Philippine esports scene and share the link with
yeah.
all of your friends.
Yeah, do us a favor. Share the stream link. That is esports.garena.ph/stream para sama-sama tayo nagkukulitan, nanunood, nagsisigawan at nagsasabayan here at the Pro Gaming Series 2016 Spring Split.
Yeah, honestly, compared to the previous split natin on PGS, the teams look way better than they did during the previous split. I mean, looking pa lang at the teams that are in the lead right now, ibang-iba na. Dati, it was mostly Mineski and War Gods and Imperium Pro Team na laging nasa top 3. But now, you have Naga and Celestial and Acclaim Empire X all fighting for the top spots. And it shows na tumataas talaga yung level of competition in the PGS. And that's a very good sign, no, in terms of yung health ng esports team dito sa Philippines. So, don't give up. I'm sure the Philippine esports scene is really gonna keep moving up from this stage na.
Yes. Diversity and character, yun yung meron ngayon sa Pro Gaming Series. As in,
forming identities for every team.
So, you know, I would like to request kayo, if you haven't checked out the fan page ng mga pro teams natin dito, you can check out the fan page of Celestial Esports, Mineski, League of Legends. We also have Infused Esports, lahat yan, even Explicit Hardcore Gaming.
Naga, all of them have their fan pages, no?
Be sure to check out their updates. What are they up to? What are their achievements? Ano yung mga achievements nila so far? And, ayun, di ba? Para track na track kayo kung sumusubaybay kayo ng NBA, gamer naman kayo, why not PGS, di ba?
Yeah.
Have your daily dose of pro players. League of Legends Philippines pro players, di ba?
Yes.
Ayan. So steady lamang tayo, no? Akil doing a nice job on getting those pokes against Raze.
Yeah, yung IPTB, they're not afraid to push at all kasi Toinks really has to hit at level 6 bago maging effective yung mga ganks niya. Plus, usually yung mga entrance points na niya kung magagank siya is either on the tri-bush, which they've already warded, or through the river, which they've also already warded. So sobrang safe talaga dito ng bot lane ng IPT to really push forward and try to take away the CS from GRM.
And because if you have a Graves jungle, so medyo conservative dito, no? Aggression na usually pinapakita ni Rebenga.
Yeah, he just has to farm and wait for the Warriors enchant. Meanwhile, kawawa talaga dito si Gertrude.
Yeah, man.
12 CS by 37 CS against Yox, and he's behind by almost 1,000 gold. So, he really has to wait.
And napaka-crucial pa naman ng isang all-up. At the very least, he cannot commit any mistake.
Wow,
he cannot make any mistake of committing. Yes, that is a steal now in favor of IPT. Yukes, a good vision. And that will put Gertrude in a tighter spot. And yes, naka-hook dito. Dredge line onto that all-up. Gertrude now the ult. Wala pang ult dito si Rebecca.
Nice
but why not flash in? And ano nang bagong pangalan ng Q ni Rebecca?
Nice use of the Q. End of the line.
End of the line, yes.
That was nice. So, trying to wave for you dito. JRM's trying to push the wave para mawala ng CS tong si Raze and it bounces back toward them. This will be a huge wave for them to catch.
Ang ganda no, yung sinabing fan fact na nakita ko yun sa fan page ni Biktima ng Loli na yung end of the line games, di ba? Yun yung parang bullet niya na ginamit doon sa cinematic.
Tama. That's the one.
Pag pinatama mo sa wall, yung end of the line, sasabog talaga kaagad.
It will really explode.
So parang same, yun nga, yun yung, kahit si Graves, pag trinay mo siya, pag ginamit mo siya, ilagay mo yung end of the line sa pader, sasabog kaagad.
Yeah, instead of waiting for the explosion, instant burst damage. Kasi if you don't hit it against the wall, may opportunity yung enemy para ma-dodge yung second explosion, no? Or yung pag-bounce back niya.
Which is really nice kasi yun bago pa yung update si Graves. And even may nakita pa ako isang update, yung kay Abubu, nung lumabas yung Curse of the Sad Mommy, may cameo appearance dun si Wolf.
Talaga?
Oo, man. Pati yung lyrics may nabanggit na Bane. So, pertaining to a wolf. Wala pa sila kindred nun.
Time to review.
Yeah, time to review. Ano yung mga hints? Ano yung mga nakatago? Hinahanap ko nga kung nasan yung hints ni Jin eh.
Wala ata siguro dun.
Yeah,
during the time, wala pa ata yung development niya.
Ang daming teaser nung kay Jin eh. Yung Vaping Sona, yung Doki Doki Z, di ba?
Vaping Sona.
Hindi yung mga updates niya, di ba?
Let's see what's gonna happen. Dragon is up, pero mukhang wala pang nagsiset for Dragon. Yux, enjoying his sweet CS alone at top lane right now. And Gertrude really forced to, just stay in the jungle and farm.
Well, again, that's the classic situation of if you don't know how to win, and at least you know how to lose, so try to avoid.
Oh, Akil is in a really bad spot. Force the flash.
Man, napakatagal ng VLC player na to. There is down on the race. Race! He will go down, but that is a kill on the kill. In retaliation against Raze.
So
We are 1-2 now.
That's an interesting synergy between Trundle and Graves. Pwede niya gamitin yung end of the line on the pillar. Diba? So, lock you there, use end of the line, and force you to flash.
Gusto ko makakita ng cinematic na may Trundle.
Oh,
Ating forma
that
yun.
would be interesting.
Toinks! Toinks! Alright, that's an easy kill. Definitely, kitang-kita na kahit naka-boss time pa. 1-3, ladies and gentlemen.
Very good use of, or very good job by IPT to abuse their lead, setting up deep vision around their area. Kasi bot lane is very hardly pushed in.
Yep.
So they can really make a lot of picks with their hard CC. And that's gonna be first dragon.
Yep, and then dahil sa isang ice pillar on that choke point. Grabe yung ice pillar dito ni Trundle. And now, Hechiso gets the slow. Wala doon! Lose singularity!
Nice!
And all the CCs gets laid down. IPT Chok gets the kill.
Yeah, no vision of Hechiso from this side of the map. So there was an easy kill coming from IPT. Pero keep in mind, Infuse is really expecting to lose this part of the game. They have to wait now for their mid-game spike. Kasi gaya na sinabi natin, their strength lies in 5v5. So kapag may opportunity na to 5v5 at may items na sila, doon lang talaga sila lalakas. Pero for now, Infuse has to wait, has to itemize and farm up, catch up in CS. Lalo lang si Gertrude, he really fell behind, so they have to wait for him to itemize. Pero good job so far from Infuse bot lane. Obviously, the carry JRM putting down the damage on this turret. Meanwhile, theirs is quite safe.
Very, very easy gang para sa member ng Imperial Pro Team Blue. May dalawang Brusco lang na dumaan sa mid lane and they manage to execute that Oriana.
Oh, you see Yux. Thirsty na thirsty. Kanina pa na nagpa-flash ng CC.
Alright, so at least, maganda yung performance ngayon dito ng Nautilus top lane.
Yeah. So, roaming around, malaki talaga yung advantage ng pagka-lane swap nila kasi taking down the top turret plus the CS, nabigyan tuloy ng opportunity si Yux to roam and provide CC for the carries who are Rebenga, Chuck, and Raze in this game.
Yes, that is true. Now, kailangan pa nating antayan, Sana ma-shoot ng Infuse Esports yung kanilang combo dito and by that time, at least right targets. Kasi kung hindi right targets yung matamaan ng mga ults nila dito, kulang na kulang sila sa damage.
Yung maganda dito is that they can definitely lock down Chuck.
Yep.
As long as you land all of your hard CC, yung Shockwave to Crescendo to Glacial Prison, as long as that hits all 3 carries of IPT, then you're definitely good to go.
Yeah, especially if you have Lucian, Graves, and Lux, juicy targets into the back line.
Yung maganda dito sa Infuse on their side, walang pwede maki-1v1 kay Olaf when he gets fed.
Yes.
Or when he gets his items. So, pwedeng mag 4-1. Actually, sobrang viable ng 4-1 push dito from Infused kasi you have so much AoE damage and disengage or engage sa 4 na members. Tapos pwede na mag-split push si Gertrude sa ibang lane.
Yes,
and no one will dare to fight him when he gets his items.
Napakaganda ng ginagawa rin dito ni Toinks, anticipating any dive here into the bottom lane. They know, IPT knows na mag-freeze si Olaf sa top lane. The only objective na natitira para sa Imperial Pro Team Blue would be this bottom lane as 4 or make that 5 members rotating here. They have the option to go for that dive. And a really nice Glacial Prison lang.
Yeah.
Maybe they could change the tide of this match. May teleport dito si Hechiso.
Yeah, he's going to bot. They're trying to push out the wave. And there's the... Oh no, the hook.
Oh, there's the ult getting laid down. Who's receiving the target? It would be Yux now on the back line. You could see Jordan going for the teleport. Oh, that is the Shockwave shutdown onto that Graves. What a nice scaling para sa Infuse Esports, and now still members of Imperial Pro Team Blue get shredded through by the free hits dito ni JRM. JRM, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, so that was a really nice team fight kasi yung lamang pa doon, yung Infused. They were able to save the bot turret and they were able to kill all... They were actually almost able to get an ace. Ang ganda ng Glacial Prison to Shockwave combo nangyari doon. That's the hugest... that's the biggest... Okay, let's take a look at the fight. So they really tried to hard dive. Si Akil yung na-focus nila. At this point, there's a nice TP coming in from Gertrude on the sideline. Hechiso with a really nice ball placement here. You'll see...
Rebecca.
Yung pangit dito, they're locked in. They're in a very narrow spot. So really nice. Glacial Prison to Shockwave. 3-man Shockwave.
Sarabi.
There. So what a beautiful setup. Very unfortunate positioning coming in from IPT, dapat sinave ni Revenga yung flash niya so that he could dodge the Glacial Prison and Shockwave.
Wow.
Really nice use of cooldowns and abilities there from Infused to at least put them closer in gold.
Yeah.
So, never fight Infused in a closed space.
Yes,
yun lang ang masasabi ko.
Oo, as in team fight nga. And actually, nag-force ng objective doon, yung Pro Team Blue. Pero mukhang na-loss yata yung Infused Esports dito as they left out the outer bottom lane turret for the taking dito ng Imperial Pro Team Blue.
Yeah. The good part, at least na-delay nila. Plus, they were able to get a couple of kills.
Yeah.
2 kills for Oriana and 1 kill and 3 assists for JRM. So,
napaka-juicy ng shutdown na yun kay Revenga.
They're able to at least close the gap in gold a bit. And Olaf actually, he's able to catch up already in gold. He's only around 300 gold behind. So, it looks like Infuse is starting to regain some momentum in this game.
Though, Chok ha? Number 4-0-0 Chok on that Lux.
Yun lang.
Though, walang ult ngayon si Lux.
That's true. They're able to save mid turret at least. Although in terms of damage, mas masakit pa rin talaga si Raze on that Lucian.
Yes, and all ults now will be up para sa side ng Infuse Esports. This is the signal now for Imperial Pro Team Blue to probably fall back, go for that wave clear. Okay, napaka-risky at napaka-powerful ng combo dito ng Infuse Esports. Again, when it comes to scaling, probably, may lamang dito ang Imperial Pro Team Blue. Pero you really have to respect that wombo combo na pwedeng ma-pull off. This is not a patch or this is not an age of wombo combos ngayon, di ba, sa League of Legends. Pero this is an age of short games.
Yeah.
So ang mga wombo combos, opener to for short games,
yeah,
di ba?
That's true. If they can land a really nice combo like earlier, it will be really advantageous for them. It's all on Toinks. If you can land another nice Glacial Prison plus yung Shockwave.
Yung may tunog pang Toinks talaga. Pag Glacial Prison.
Yung maganda kasi kanina, si Akil yung naging target.
Oo nga.
And actually, that's okay if he goes down.
Naland niya pa.
Oh,
yung kanyang
crescendo.
Which is really nice.
So, they're just looking for another opening on a 5v5. Olaf already has Black Cleaver, so masakit na yan, ha? Naka-Black Cleaver na yan. So, they really have to respect his damage now. Good job from Infuse to just try and delay the game until they get their items and hopefully set up for another fight.
No, this is very risky now for Infuse Esports. You're through rotating toward the top lane without any teleport. 5 members of Imperium Pro Team Blue looking to take that second dragon buff. Okay lang naman if you trade that for the first inner mid.
Yeah,
na turret.
that's fine.
That's
they can take this. But I don't think IPT wants to surrender that. Plus, maganda rin yung wave nila, so it'll be a bit hard to push against IPT. Pero both teams have very, very good dive-in potential.
Yes,
so whoever flips the switch first on the carries, on the right targets, they'll definitely to get the win here.
Okay, so Yux in the backline. Wow! Oh, it's an easy-peasy wombo combo. Yux gets shredded through easily. Infuse Esports looking where to put that combo. That's a 2-man shockwave still. Revenga receiving that one flash in si Toinks onto Revenga. And that is a 2-for-1 exchange in favor of Infuse Esports. I think they're wounded heavily to take on this Dragon, pero hindi na ganun kadali para sa Imperial Pro Team Blue.
Tatawa ko kasi
para engage lang sa Infuse Esports.
Para may galit si Yux kay Akil. 2 beses na siya yung laging unang namamatay. Tapos, everyone else is still alive. So, yun yung medyo pangit dito. IPT is able to secure the first kill, pero hindi nila napapatay si Hedges o si JRM. Who are the most important targets of Infused? The next fight that happens, Imperium Pro Team has to learn that they should be focusing JRM and Hechizo.
Round 2 on Akil.
Oo nga.
And I think Infuse Esports has to properly take note na si Akil, I mean, hindi siya kaya i-burst ni Yux. Pwede siyang initiatean. Pero, laking threat, sana matutunan nila sa team fight na yun, yung pinakamalaking threat, yung pinakamatinding mistake na nagawa nila on that engage. In a way, natamaan sila ng combo ni Lux. Oo.
If you are hooked, then say hello to the laser.
Yeah,
For sure, kaagad mangyayari
Huwag kayo
yun.
magko-converge, never converge. Go for that timing. Okay, take the right position. And I think Infuse Esports is very, very capable of doing that. Now, they're looking on to taking their first attack of the game. Oh my god. There's only the shockwave.
AP and Olaf. Where will you go?
Okay, no! There's getting laid down. Akil na naman. Suking-suking dito. Yung mga skills ng Imperium Pro Team Blue. 1 member is down. That is Akil. Imperium Pro Team Blue on the position to take this Dragon.
No, they can't.
gets the VLC player mula dito kay Shadow. Toinks, bye-bye. And it will be 2 members of Infused Esports down. And the second Dragon Buff na rin para sa Imperium Pro Team Blue.
Masyadong awkward na yan.
Yep.
Gertrude was not there in time. Pangit yung position nila sa Dragon fight na yun. They weren't able to properly set up. Squish sila inside the Dragon pit. Tapos easy culling.
Yeah.
As in, halos lahat ng bullets ng culling, kinain lang ni Akil.
Yeah.
So it's a big setback now. 4,000 gold lead on the side of IPTB.
I think Edge draws the first for
Oh, wow!
Yeah,
Bye, Chok. Oh, nice flash. Oh, but you won't make it.
Okay,
shutdown.
nice one, Hedzizo.
Yeah, so nice shutdown. The unseen shockwave is the deadliest. So good job from Hedzizo to get the shutdown kill, and he already has Ludens. Ludens first for both of these guys. And Rift Herald, no, actually Baron is not alive. 20 minutes into the game, and it's an 8-10 on the kill score. Quite even, but in terms of gold, there's a 4,000 gold lead. No, actually, only a 3,000 gold lead on the side of IPT.
Malaki-laki rin yung lead ni Lux.
Yeah,
siya
yung talagang nagdideal ng damage dito eh. Yung advantage kasi ni Lux compared to Lucian and Graves is her range. Kasi madaling maaabot ng Glacial Prism or Shockwave yung AD carries. But Lux, on the other hand, pwede lang siyang mag-E and R, okay na siya. So, actually, it's very, very, very necessary na kapag nag-team fight sila, nandun si Gertrude. Kasi si Gertrude yung iisang pwedeng umabot sa backline and go to Lux. So, they really have to set up around objectives properly. Otherwise, kapag late lagi si Olaf, hindi siya makakaharap.
I think ang bubuin dito ni Olaf would be yung may movement speed.
Actually, it's interesting kasi hindi niya kinuha yung boots of swiftness. But he still does get the resist.
Yeah, I think
from
he would,
the slows and the stuns and
really
everything
want
else.
to stick dun sa sa Lux if ever fight breaks out. Actually, kailangan niya lang ng Visage and hindi na problema si Lux dito. Pero I think he will opt for the Deadman's Blade. Yan.
Possibly.
Probably.
But he should start building MR kasi
MR
nakakatakot talaga si Chok 5-1.
MR lang and Gertrude will be a very heavy counter against Chok.
Yeah, if he can reach the backline with a nice flank,
so
that's what they're relying on.
It is a Visage. Ayun. Nice itemization coming in from Gertrude.
So IPTB starting to surround Baron now. They're really starting to invade the area with a lot of vision, plus Scuttle Crab. So I don't know if they might take this one yet, but there's a lot of pushing up on mid-bot. Yeah, no, it's going to push in favor of IPT Blue. So, kailangan may bumaba dyan mamaya.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that wave is gonna push.
Oh, nako, kung madaos-dosan ka. Flashlight.
Sobrang delikado talaga ng Q ni Chok. Once you land that binding, E, R, tapos patay ka na kagad.
Mailawang ka dito ni Lux. Wala Jesse JB.
Yes, exactly.
Flashlightan ka. Easy burst. Gaganti dito. Lalo pa, di ba? Sinorpresa ni Hedges si Lux kanina sa bottom lane.
Gaganti rin yan.
Oo, nag-aantay lang siya. Okay, to get that execute now. Let's see. As everyone's hovering over the Baron, but I think that's
madilim yung Baron ngayon for Infused. They are playing very defensively. Bot lane is now going to try and push down. And that's an opportunity for the side of IPT.
They could send actually Oriana sa bot lane, but
para maka-TP.
It will be the bottom duo rather. Well, okay lang naman.
I don't think they'll take Baron yet pa naman. That's probably why they're not sending Oriana. They wanna defend this mid lane turret.
Plus malayo-layo pa yung mileage dito ng Imperium Pro Team Blue to take on that inner mid lane.
Yeah, so they're now splitting up. It's a 3-2. Actually, no, they're all going top right now kasi nandito si JRM at bot lane.
Oh no, JRM going for the recall. Nako, pre! Yun na! Tumama yung Thresh line under Gertrude. There's the ult. Ragnarok gets activated. But you have to take note, kung nawala yung Ragnarok dito, sino ang lalapit ngayon kay Chok?
Wala. There's no one who can reach the back line except if Hedges can catch him. But very unlikely kasi Chok will really be in the back line at ang hirap hulihin yan with a shockwave. Hedges will have to sacrifice his own positioning para na maabot si Lux. So, I'm not sure what's gonna happen here. But I don't think they can take this turret just yet unless they all dive in.
Yeah, nagamit na yung True Shot Barrage. So, even Imperium Pro Team Blue would not risk diving against Infused Esports na pa isa-isang nawawala ng mga skill.
Yeah, so things are looking really stale and stagnant right now.
No.
Medyo even pa kasi. Mid-game, spike parehong team na to. So no one outscales the other. It's just really head-on 5v5 clashing.
Actually sa 5v5 team fight, yun nga, it's a matter of kung sino nawawalan ng ult. Napaka-crucial ng bawat ult
or yung
dito.
CC chain. Whoever can land the wombo combo the best.
Pero kung walang ult na nagagamit, then it's scaling in favor of Imperial Brody Blue. May teleport naman gagaling mula kay Yux, and bye-bye! Sabi ni Gertrude. Tineleportan mo ako, teleportan din ako palayo.
So they're really playing mind games right now.
Yes.
Dragon's coming up in 40 seconds at ang daming vision ng IPT.
Ito na yung point ng game, nagiging twisted fate na yung mga players natin dito.
Wow.
Now, there's an aggression mula kay Shadow. You have to take note. There's the glacial vision. There's also the shockwave. Let's see. Will we see a juicy shockwave? No! Instead, we will see a final spark. And as Juani going down.
Oh, wow.
And Raze easily executing members dito. Nang-infuse, but it'll be Raze going down after killing a kill. And Hechizo cannot land on that Q onto Yux. And that is, ladies and gentlemen, a 4-for-1 exchange in favor of Imperial Pro Team Blue.
Yeah, so that was a nice team fight. Now, coming in from IPT, hindi in-expect ng Infuse na mag-rush sila kasi wala silang vision on the side of the river. It was empty, so when they rushed to this side, it was an easy dive.
Yeah.
At ang ganda ng positioning ni Raze doon. He was able to dash back and forth sa wall. So let's take a look at the fight. They didn't see them coming. It was a full dive. Again, it was an awkward position.
Hanapin natin yung shockwave.
Yeah, so Raze, no, really nice positioning. Able to deal damage from the backline. Nice laser. Nice damage from Rebecca. And at this point, makita natin si Raze will just go back and forth no, from this side wall. Walang shockwave no, na ginamit because they weren't able to land so a proper combo.
Oh, kahit na shockwave si Yux, may fade away dredge line na tumama.
Actually, it would have been better if Hechizo landed it on Raze. But ang layo niya. Na-zone out siya.
Yan nga. Lalo pa, kanina pa siya sumusubok dumiskarte ng shockwave. So, hindi siya naging efficient sa teamfight na yon. May ilang cooldown ticks na hindi niya ginamit just because he was saving it up for the shockwave combo. At least kahit QW lang sana. Naka-t-shot siya ng damage.
Yung thing kasi about wombo combo team compositions is kung sinong unang makaset ng vision at positioning, siyang panalo. And in that case, the vision was so much in favor of IPT na sobrang dali lang makaposition nito si Raze at si Rebenga to try and get a pick or to try and get a wombo combo. Yung Infuse kasi napaka-delicate na wombo combo nila eh. Kung hindi mag-landing yung Glacial Burst at Shockwave na sabay, it's very, very hard for Infuse to try and lock down the carries.
Yes, and I think, there's no other choice for Infuse Esports kundi ilagay yung combo nila sa backline na lang.
Yeah.
And
or
from the front line, another chapter 3 of Yux putting the dredge line against sa kill.
Parang pumutok lang yung tigyawat eh. It's so easy.
Yes.
There's the code, the IPT Yux bundle, guys. Rush to your local client and go to the store. Go to the code section and type MRAWC9 HZKZF64Y.
Yan.
And don't forget, wag niyong i-type yung question mark ha. Huwalaan niyo yung missing
Yun lang
character
pala
dyan.
yung kailangan. Tatlong dredge line kay Aki. Lalabas Yux. Tatlong aggressive dredge line mula kay Yux. Lalabas yung bundle niya.
Yes, so alam niyo na kapag pangatlong dredge line.
Kapag kalaro nyo si Yux, yan, may lalabas na code dun sa laro nyo. Pagpangatlong dredge line. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Gertrude now, there's the Ragnarok gets activated all in onto Chok. Meron kaya siyang flash?
Bye-bye.
No.
Yun yung team fight.
Yeah.
Na gusto
Yun
sana.
Yun yung tali-tali sana makakapasok ni Gertrude on that one. You have to take out. Wala nang laps for this one. Gertrude in the back line will hammer down onto Yux.
Nice one.
Rather, it will be an axe. Axe-ring down, hindi hammer.
Actually, that was the best.
Yes.
That is a preview of the best team fight possible na pwedeng gawin ng Infuse.
Yeah.
Flank from Olaf.
Yes.
Tapos full-on rush with the other 4 members of Infuse. Shockwave's up!
Oh no! A shockwave onto the Strandel. Sulit pa yun!
No.
They're trying to catch out Raze. Raze with a free hit, but
nice.
gets down. Go down. I think may sisig tumama kay Raze dito. There's
nice
an ignite, an easy kill.
Baron
joining the fight.
Nice,
but Infuse Esports, hindi
nice. Take at the Baron.
Wow, juicy stay.
Wow! What a turnaround coming in from Infuse. Napaka-questionable.
And napakaganda ng mga games na nakita natin ngayon dito sa Pro Gaming Series. Wow!
I'm very proud of the underdogs today.
Man.
Explicit showing up, Infuse showing up. Isipin nyo 1 point lang tong pareho na to. So they really have, I guess, the underdog inspiration to that's driving them forward.
Nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose. So they really go all out and gaya na sinabi ko.
Malaki mawawala sa IPT pala pag natalo sila dito.
Malaki mawawala sa kanila if they lose this. Kasi every game reduces your chances of getting to playoffs for IPT Blue. And they really don't want to lose that chance. The thing that happened earlier, nakita natin na si Gertrude he finds it so easy to just walk up to any carry and burst them down. Yung nangyari kay Chok, that's his worst nightmare.
Yes, man.
If Gertrude can do that over and over again for every team fight, wala magagawa yung IPT. You need the pillar to disengage from Olaf, otherwise wala makakaprotect dun kay Chok.
Yeah, considering Gertrude has one of the hardest early games dito sa larong to, diba? Patience is a Gertrude.
That's why they can really... Oh, tama yan. That's why they can really pull off this 1-4 kasi no one will dare to 1v1 Gertrude except Yokes, who will not be able to stop him from taking this turret. And then the rest of the 4 can just do their wombo combo. So it's a very, very easy configuration for them. Plus, if they try to stay here, there is!
Oh no, an easy burst. A crucial member gets deleted para sa side ng Imperium Pro Team Blue. Rebecca will go down along with the top lane Inner, Claret, and Gertrude. I'm not sure kung mapapanalo niya itong trade
diba?
up with
50% to 80% HP, walang pake si Gertrude. So, easy turret. Yokes could not stop it. This is really the best configuration for Infuse. The Baron Clash changed everything and they have much more confidence.
This is very risky now for Infuse Esports. They can actually just fall back.
Yeah, they can fall back and set up for Dragon.
Siniset up nila yung Baron buff. Actually, may napanalo na sila mula dun sa Baron buff na yun.
Yeah. Actually, they can still
well,
take the mid turret.
May ult mula kay si Johnny, pero wala nang shockwave.
Yeah.
From Oriana. So maybe take the objectives.
Crescendo Glacial Prisoner still up.
Yes.
So we might see something, but I'm betting there's a recall here because Gertrude's quite low.
Yeah.
They'll regen, reset the fight, then set up around Dragon, and then try to get another flank from there. Kasi we'll notice now, a lot of the times kapag nag-set up the Dragon fight, actually hindi nag-set up the Dragon fight yung Infused, which is very crucial to their fight. Yung IPT kasi, kung titignan natin yung structure na team fight nila, they're the rush in and kill everyone fight. Kasi lahat sila, gusto lang nila, maka-hook, tapos mag-laser. So they don't care about wards. Let's all just run in straight up at their face and kill a kill over and over again for the rest of our lives. Pero yung Infused, yung gusto nila, when they want to fight around Dragon, they have to put a ward somewhere here or somewhere here. Para maka-TP si Gertrude, reach the backline, run in Chok's face and kill him.
Yeah, kasi kahit pagkaano ka behind si Akil dito, against Gertrude, Chok, wala na talaga, diba?
Yeah, that's true. So they really have a lot of help. Plus the speed boost from Sona, from Oriana, and from GRM will all help Gertrude to reach his target.
So for Infuse Esports talaga, no? I mean, yeah, classic. For wombo combo position, the setup.
Yeah, it's all about the vision and setting up the flanks for Infused. And it's very possible they're, in fact, in the lead.
Yes, man.
Which is a rare thing for Infuse so far in the split to really gain the lead. They beat Empire X last split, which we may consider an upset. And now, they're looking to make their second upset of the split.
Upset lurks with Infuse Esports.
So let's see if they can do that. Still, IPT is still very much in the game. Their wombo combo is slightly easier to land.
And yung scaling nila.
So we'll see how that goes. However, they're still pulling the 1-4 strategy. Gertrude is still atop and no one's good. Oh,
may teleport na magagaling. There's the Ragnarok. It gets activated. Back alive. And that is the final spark mula kay IPT. Chok. He flanks from the side. It will be instant Gertrude trying to zone out Rebecca and Raze. Where is his teammates? Mag-isa na lamang siya. Bro! Bro, mag-isa ka na lang, bro!
Hello.
Sige, okay lang.
Sige,
bahala ka dyan. Salamat.
Kaya mo sila.
Yung dragon na kami, bro.
Okay, medyo awkward yung nangyari.
Yeah, malalim na yung tinakbo.
Yeah,
that moment na hindi ka makahabol dun sa nag-dive mong teammate.
Kasi naman, kung Olaf ka, tapos alam mo gano'n kang kalakas, why will you not rush all the way in? Nakaka-excite talaga na rin si Olaf.
It's not a mistake coming in from Gertrude.
Yeah. Imagine, one man zones out 3 other members. So, di ba, parang feeling ko si Hulk ka sa Avengers eh. Walang makakapalag sa'yo eh. So it's really, the 1-4 push is really the best way for Infuse to win this game. Ano yung pwedeng gawin ng IPT? IPT kind of has to do the same thing. Yung problema lang siguro is they really have to manage their side waves, no? Kasi if you don't manage your side waves, Gertrude will just keep abusing yung advantage niya to 1v1 anyone.
Oh, man.
So you have to push out the lane, take advantage of your wave clear, tapos from there, dun kayo pwedeng mag 5v5 and try to catch people off guard. Kasi kung magna-notice natin, yung pick potential ng IPT is actually very strong. As long as you can land the hook and the snare, you're good to go. Delete nyo lang any one of the members of Infused, either Hechizo or JRM. If you can take any one of them out before a 5v5, it's so easy to win the game.
Parang pace na to ng game na... I'm not so sure. Parang ito na yung pace ng game. Malamang na yung Infuse Esports. Kasi like,
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
sure
true.
kung paano nila mapipigilan na si Gertrude.
They can't.
Hindi na maramdaman yung pagka-behind niya kanina. If you look into this itemization, that's just a few clicks away before the dead man's plate. I mean, it will be a waste of time. It will be a waste of skill if you invest totally onto Gertrude kapag isang team fight. Pero ang problema, ang sakit din ni Gertrude.
What you do here is you're not going to stop Gertrude.
Yeah.
Yung gagawin nyo,
Outmaneuver.
push out the wave he's pushing enough, tapos biglang mag 5v5 kayo somewhere else. That, or mag-set kayo ng deep vision in infused jungle, and then kill JRM or Hechizo. Kasi that will really break yung wombo combo eh. Kapag natanggal si Hechizo or si JRM, mawawalan bigla kayo ng damage eh.
Yeah.
So, try
Yun na lang
to
yung only
ignite
way.
a fire somewhere else rather than trying to stop Gertrude. But the problem is Gertrude keeps pushing up.
Yan nga. Kanina, it's a matter of Infused Esports trying to figure out kung paano malagay yung mga ults nila sa backline dito ng Imperial Pro Team Blue. But this time, ang kailangan na makapunta sa backline ngayon is itong Imperial Pro Team Blue because Gertrude, man, siya yung one-man fence para dito sa Infused Esports.
Tsaka yung maganda dito, sobrang lakas na wave clear ng Infused kasi they have Orianna plus the blue build Ezreal.
Yeah.
So, kahit 5 kayong against 4, even lang yung wave clear nyo. So, Gertrude is basically free with no one to contest him to push any lane he wants. Baron is now live, and Vision is in favor of Infused. There's so many wards around that area. So, really, the Baron is in their favor. Plus, nag-fall off na dito at this point. Again, like I said, Graves and Lucian fall off towards late game. And Chalk, at this point, kapag nahulihan ni Gertrude, cannot run away. So, it's very scary right now for IPT. Ideally, they're supposed to have the vision advantage. Pero, since they don't, they can't make any picks.
Yeah.
So, it's really difficult right now. Unless makakuha kayo ng Yuk's ult plus Chalk ult onto a primary target like GRM or Hechizo, it's really hard to approach this team right now.
Yes, so walang hard rotation na pinupulog dito. Yung Infused talaga, it's just 4 of them sticking together.
Plus
si
Gertrude
Gertrude na bahala.
They know, no, they understand their team composition pretty well. And
Yeah.
I really like this strategy by them to split apart IPT.
And I hope sana maintindihan din ng kung gaano ka-crucial yung sweeping dito para alisin yung mga wards na pwedeng teleportan ni Gertrude.
Yeah, I think in terms of trinket setup, hindi ganong ka-efficient yung setup ng IPT Blue.
Yeah.
They probably should have just gotten the sweeping lines on Rebenga and then set up the other 3 blue trinkets onto the other 3 members. Kasi Vision is more important. Removing Vision is more important on their side kasi they want to get picks and catch some of the carries off guard.
You have to protect your back. So kailangan mo alisin yung Vision sa likod mo.
And if they can catch Hechizo and JRM again, they can win the game. The problem is, hindi nila mahuli. The good part is, nawala na ng Vision yung Baron side. So they can start to re-establish Vision control dito sa side ng map na to. And then, hopefully, get a pick on someone other than Gertrude.
1 minute 30 seconds bago lumabas itong ating 5th Dragon para sa larong to.
4th. Tama.
Yes,
It will be the 4th for IPT Blue, but Baron is the more important buff at this point. So it will be head-on 5v5.
Yun nga, if may Baron buff ang Infused Esports, nagiging open yung option to go for that dive.
Yeah, definitely.
You could even actually maglagay ka lang sobrang advanced na ward talaga sa backline mismo ng Torre, pa-teleport mo si Gertrude.
Exactly.
Na merong home guard na buff, di ba?
So that's the huge setup na hinahanap ng Infused. We'll see if they can pull it off kasi IPT, being very smart, set up a lot of pink wards so that Gertrude can't find the ward to flank. So that's a very good ward coverage from them on their side.
Infused Esports, no? They're still sticking to their strategy early on.
Oh!
Hayaan nila na mauna dito yung IPT. Will that be word? That is a 3! Glacial! Glacial Prison mula dito kay Sejuani. IPT yung gets shredded through by JRM, which is godlike now. Ladies and gentlemen, your bro, Gertrude in the front line gets stopped by that binding light. Nawala na rin yung kanyang Ragnarok, pero kompleto pa dito yung arsenal ng Infused Esports. And Yukes, after that hedge line gets executed, it'll be an easy dragon now for Infused Esports.
Nakita natin in terms of scaling, Ezreal definitely hurts more than either Graves or Lucian at this point.
Yeah.
Napakasakit ng blue build Ezreal at around this stage of the game. They're denying 4th Dragon, plus no one can 1v1 Gertrude. Yun yung pinakamalaking problema dito. So they're able to get the kill. Nakita natin kahit na land ni Yukes yung ult niya, a simple shift away from Ezreal at nag-miss na yung laser ni Yux. Ni Chok pala. So, it's very hard at this stage of the game for IPT if they can't push forward yung vision.
Yes.
Kasi nahihirapan sila eh. They can't push forward kasi alam nilang darating sa backline itong si Gertrude. That's why they're trying to keep their vision defensive. And really good setup from Infused.
Inaantay lang ng Imperium Pro Team Blue. Kung sino yung pagdating sa sila yung initiate ng teamfight, pero inaantay nila na maging overtly aggressive si Gertrude. Tapos doon na lang nila ine-execute si Gertrude pag nawala yung Ragnarok and lay down those CCs.
Nice nice adjustment from Yux. He got the Banshee, the Banner of Command to counteract yung pag-push ni Gertrude.
Yeah.
So he can kind of mirror in a way yung pag-push ni Gertrude in another lane by putting down a Banner of Command. He did force Orianna to back out, no? So we'll see how the Baron fight will go because Dragon was already taken for Infused.
Wow. 40 minutes. A 40-minute game. We are on the 40-minute mark. And looking into the habits of these two teams, mukhang mahaba-haba pa itong laro natin as nobody would want to commit so hard on this one. Tanging ano lang, si Yux lang ang nagpapasiguro gamit kanyang dredge line.
I think GRM has found his Destiny ADC. Ezreal is such a good pick for him, honestly, kasi since siya yun nga gaya na sinabi natin, he's top 4 on the kill participation list and top 4 on damage per minute. So none of his other teammates are on that list, pero he's really a core member of this team. So kapag nalalagyan mo siya sa very safe and very painful AD carry, he can be consistent and significant through all stages of the game.
In theory ang may highest damage potential is Ezreal. If
assuming na lahat ng Q mo.
If lahat na kapag pinagsama-sama mo daw AD carries, parang if you consider all their skills to tama, considering pare-parehas na item, si Ezreal daw yung may pinakamataas na damage na ilalabas. Pero yun nga, dapat lahat ng Q mo dito.
Yeah, and I have faith in GRM. No? He's a very talented AD carry. And his teammates are also showing up very well in this game. It looks like medyo nahanap na yung Infused yung identity nila, I guess, as a team where they really are a team fight kind of team where they revolve around JRM as the main damage dealer. So at this point, medyo sinastrangle nila yung IPT Blue kasi hindi makahanap ng opening yung IPT Blue.
Well, eto, I think they're thinking that this is an opening, especially that Orianna now is on the bottom lane. You have to take note though, may teleport si Orianna dito.
There's nowhere to flank for Richard except this one, pero you can't TP sa Blue Trinket. So,
ang layo ng lalakarin mo. Pagdating mo dun sa IPT Blue,
wala na sila.
Ragnarok mo.
That's true, pero hindi mo rin natitp yung Blue Trinket, so that would be useless. So we'll see. Top lane is now pushing, and bot lane is pushing in favor of IPT Blue. So we'll see what they decide to do.
Wow.
Nako, naiihina ako. Medyo para mahaba pa itong game na
parang farm game lamang to. Plano yata nilang bilhin yung buong League of Legends.
Pero it's so nice to see Infused performing like this.
Yeah, maingat talaga.
It's nice to see them this
parang
even.
magiging battle of attrition yata ito eh.
Oo nga.
Patagalan, pakahulihan na makagawa ng mali.
Exactly. Whoever makes the first misstep, yun yung magbebenta talaga ng game dito. That's why vision is such an important part of the game. Sa mga solo queue gamers natin dyan, never underestimate the power of one ward. Because it can literally change the pace of the game.
Okay, so let's see. I'm still guessing. Nobody will commit so hard. On this one though, there's the recall mula kay JRM. Also mula kay Graves. Everyone will recall. It'll be just another story. Wow. I think they're only 3 to 2 items away
from locking
for locking in. 43 minutes into the game. There's a really good potential that we will reach a 1 hour game mark. 16-16 na. And 1K gold din lamang ang meron din from Infused Esports. Or probably, hindi nga pala. It's only 400 gold. And 1 minute 30 seconds bago lumabas itong ating Dragon. Let's see. Kahit sila may mga ano na rin. Elixirs na nabili.
Bot lane is already pushing in favor of Infused. And Gertrude with the Elixir of Iron.
Oh man. Ano mangyayari dito? Manay wave clear lamang tayo. Again, shoutouts to all of our viewers.
Yes, thank you for sticking with us for 2 very long and exciting games so far.
Actually, pwede na sila mag-initiate eh. Kaya lang... Actually,
they're being careful.
Yeah, it's leaning more on the side. I'm leaning more on the side of Infused Esports pagdating sa composition. Kung ganito yung kung ganito yung breakout kasi si Gertrude nga, Pero ayun nga, it's Infuse Esports having a hard time of figuring out how to make that dive.
Kasi the banner of command is really what's making things hard. Medyo nahanap na yung IPT yung opening nila with that. So now Gertrude is gonna be forced obviously to the... Oh no, it's gone.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be... Oh wow, a Baron call!
Eto na mga pre! May Baron call na! May naganap na! Tingnan natin, hindi pala joke lang umalis dito yung Infuse Esports. Binding line connected onto Gertrude.
Yikes, this is very awkward for Infuse. Hindi
Yes,
nila
man.
na-set na maayos yung bottom wave. It's still pushing really hard.
Oh my god. If Imperium Pro Team Blue, if nanalo dito ang Imperium Pro Team Blue, they could push this top lane. Let's see, that is a two-shot barrage now. Wala tinamaan. Gertrude into the front line. Will that be worth it? You have to take on the final spark. Sabi ni Lax, ngayon din. It is Gertrude now going down range with a free hit. Hensicho tries to lay down that shockwave. He gets the CC. No, that is the Zonya's Arclas. A double shockwave. On to chop, on to do that. But still, two members of Infuse Esports are down. And not yet. Oh no, make that one for Imperium Pro Team Blue. So many flashes all over the map. 1 Q, Raze and Shadow go so low. And yes, that's one team fight that stopped the Baron call mula sa Infuse Esports. Fair pero shaky team fight coming in mula sa Infuse Esports. Could have been, alam mo yun yung ano eh, wala na yung final spark mula kay Lux. And yung shockwave ba't nalalagay dun sa tanks, di ba?
Actually, in the end, wala na rin malalagyan yung shockwave na yun eh.
Pero I mean,
It was such an awkward fight kasi pinilit nila yung Baron tapos tsaka na sila nag-team fight. I don't know, it was a very awkward fight kasi hindi sila makaset na maayos ng wombo combo nila. The good part is that IPT Blue actually comes out on top.
napakaaga ng pindot din ni Hechizo ng Zonya's Arglas. Like, he could flash in. Parang ipasa yung bola sa pinakamalapit na member, like kay Gertrude.
Actually kasi yung nangyari doon, yung snare kasi ni Chok umabot sa kanya. So the E was already going to palapit na yung E ni Chok eh. So he had to zone this, otherwise baka mag-burst siya doon, matakot siya.
Oh no, that's
Baron.
only a kill leading the front line. Will they manage to stop this Baron?
No, it's free.
May teleport na magagaling. There's two teleports coming here. Gertrude in the front line. And that is Rebecca securing the Baron. They're trying. Okay, atras sila. No one have any plans of taking this team fight.
Medyo na-atat-ata yung... I have a feeling na ito talaga yung Infuse, no? After the banner of command, pinabayaan nila mag-push ng bot lane so hard that it went all the way to the inhibitor turret. They forced the Baron.
And will they force a dive? Lalo pa kung may Baron map dito ang Imperium Pro Team Blue. If there's any time to stall the game, eto yun.
Yeah.
Stall the Baron map.
Okay. Pero I think it really all started with yung bot lane hindi na-manage.
Yes.
Dahil sa banner of command. They did not respect the power of a lane where you have a banner of command na siege minion. Grabe.
Yes, man. Lalo pa kung skill-oriented, walang shredder sa team nyo. Kasi normal hit lang ang pwede mong normal hit lang ang pwede mong i-deal sa isang empowered siege minion.
Yeah. So the banner of command was a really, really smart buy from IPT. Ang laki ng gain nila. Because isipin niya, from that one stop of the Baron, nakuha nila yung top inhibitor turret, tapos nakuha nila yung Baron.
Yes.
So such a big advantage for IPT Blue, putting them 3,000 gold ahead. The question is, saan to pupunta?
Yes,
kasi
man.
in the end, mag-freeze na naman yung game.
Yeah.
So,
Freeze yung game, farm game ulit. Kaya nag-iipon sila, ayan, total gold. Diba? May nag-18k na, may nagta-20k na.
Oo nga.
Lagpas-lagpas ng 100k gold ang meron sa ating mapa.
Sige, mag-bet nga tayo, Shinbu.
Pwede nang bilhin yung LOL. So, sobrang yaman itong mga players
Mag-bet
natin.
tayo. Ilang minutes mag-end yung game na to? Ako, bet ko 56 minutes.
Well, I'm guessing abot tayong 1 hour.
Talaga? Okay, sige.
Yeah.
Tignan natin.
Yeah, I'm guessing we'll be on the 60-minute mark. So, well, isang maneuver, kada mistake, kada dive in, nababawasan yung 60-minute mark na yun ng 5 minutes.
Bilisan niyo. Dive din na. Nahihina ako.
Tingnan natin. We have the inhibitor open up para sa side dito ng Infuse Esports. But you have to take note, this is a choke point. Okay? That works in favor of Infuse Esports. So, yan. Makakapush kaya dito ang Imperium Pro Team Blue? That is the question.
And I think I can answer it no. Kasi, ang hirap. There's so much wave clear from the side of Infuse. I think yung hinintay na lang nila is to wait for a misstep with the hook of Yux.
Yeah.
If Yux can land a Mad Light hook and then a laser beam lands on that carry, oh my gosh, it's GG.
Ilagay mo lang si actually, pumesto lang si Toink sa harapan. Okay lang eh.
Yeah.
And sana naglagay sila ng ward sa top lane para pwede mag-push. Hindi magalaw-galaw. This is the empowered Siege Minion.
Oh my gosh.
Empowered Baron Buff Siege Minion para sa side.
Oh,
Now,
engaging.
if you're Pro Team Blue,
Oh!
that's Rebecca catching. Oh no!
No,
The
shockwave.
shockwave miss! That is the 60-minute mark. Babay na mukhang hindi yata matatapos to as the tide goes in favor of the Imperial Pro Team Blue. There is Yuke splashing in. Nobody gets caught up para sa side ng Infused Esports. But that is an inhibitor, a top lane inhibitor para sa side ng Imperial Pro Team
Yeah, now they're
Blue.
gonna try to delay the recall. I think this bot turret is going to go down. Wala atang makakasave dyan.
Yeah, it's going down for real, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait, TP? No TP. Wow, so okay.
Well, at least hindi pa tayo aabot dun sa... May chance pa tayo mag 60-minute mark.
Oo nga. Pero sige, go lang. That's an inhib advantage at least for the side of IPT. Napakalaking advantage niyan kasi Gertrude will have a harder time to split push. Plus Banner of Command.
Yep.
If you Banner of Command this top lane Siege Minion, oh my goodness.
Tapos, nung kanina, naka-banner of command yung Siege Minion, tapos may Baron buff pa.
Oo nga eh. Grabe.
Malaking kanyon.
Talk about the most powerful minion in the game.
No, diba? Si, Super Twin Slugs. Final Spark. Ngayon din. And so, right now, Raze probably may rotation ng Imperial Pro Team Blue. A little command to focus onto the bottom lane.
They're looking to be the one to set vision sa Dragon first. Kasi gaya na sinabi natin, kapag may nahuling carry with your early set vision, you will win the game. Yun nga lang, marami na rin vision dito yung infused. So much defensive vision.
Hard engage against Lux.
Sayang yung shockwave kanina, no?
Yeah,
Hechizo
man.
did not hit anyone. He was aiming for Rebenga pero naka-flash ata si
This
Rebenga.
looks so bad para sa Infused Esports.
Oh.
They're leaving the top lane, but Chok is very open. It's a bump, and that is the Lux gone para sa side ng Imperial Pro Team Blue. We have, ladies and gentlemen, a tower, a base race. Oh my God, that is IPTB Blue. Closing in, papunta sa inhibitor ng Infused Esports. They are now on the second Nexus turn. Hechizo, that is the second Zonia's Arglas of Death na napindot ng napakaaga. But still, the base race continues and Yuke's doing the hard work against JR, AD carry, and Raze goes solo. Gertrude trying to stop Rebenga and Raze. Ladies and gentlemen, second Nexus turn will go down. JRM now against Akil, who will be the one to finish the game. And it seems that Imperial Pro Team Blue won the race. 51 minutes, 45 seconds against Infused Esports. Ayon.
Double AD carry nga naman yung IPT Blue. Graves Lucian yung nandun na nagpo-push versus a non-auto attack based na na Ezreal. Matatalo talaga kayo. Unless
Decision
Olaf
making.
stayed there. Toinks yung dinala nila down to the base. So they really lost that one.
I think mula dun sa sa top lane engage na they have the momentum, pero like ang ganda sana ng mga ults mula kay sa Juani, pero kailangan mag-step up sana ni Hechizo mula dun sa kanyang shockwave from that Orianna.
Yeah.
That one crucial shockwave, 50-minute mark to the game. Sobrang halaga nun. And yung decision making of countering that base race, hindi nila ginawa.
Yeah. That was a scary push.
Hindi countering that base race. Yung decision nila to pursue that base race, akala nila pwede. Ang bilis kaya mag-push talaga ng isang Lucian. So, yan.
Pero props to Infuse for...
Yeah.
Actually, props to both teams for doing having such a really exciting
Solid game.
Yeah, and
Diba?
I can't wait for the next game. I'm sure they'll have a new strategy up for the next game.
Ayan,
But,
grabe. Congratulations to the winner of our match and win promo. Nakita mo performance ni Yux. Ayan.
Oo nga, sa mga hindi
Bundle
nakakalam,
yan.
yung nanalo doon, congratulations for the Arcade-driven Project Fiora, Elderwood, Hecarim, Lollipoppy, and
Wow,
Snowdate
arcade-driven.
Nar.
Okay. Kami rin yung naging shoutcaster. Ako nga po pala si GS Shimbuno 1 for an eye.
Ako si GS Amplifier.
Tuloy-tuloy lamang tayo. We are down to the Game 4. Final game na ngayong gabi ng ating Pro Gaming Series 2016 Spring Split, brought to you by the official shotmate of the Pro Gaming Series, Booster C, Energy Shot, Genius. Boost your focus, boost your game. Guys, summoners, viewers, we'll be right back.